Welcome back. Still carving this up to try and turn it into a staff, if the wood is good enough. The full talk of this is on YouTube, hopefully, if I've managed to get that all to work. So James chapter 4, verses 11 to 12. Brothers and sisters, do not slander one another. Anyone who speaks against a brother or sister or judges them speaks against the law and judges it. When you judge the law, you are not keeping it, but sitting in judgment on it. There is only one lawgiver and judge, the one who is able to save and destroy. But you, who are you to judge your neighbour? And James speaks time again about speech and the right way of speaking to one another and about one another. And here, as I read it, he's talking about a context where perhaps mistakes have been made and how to deal with talking about each other after, mistakes, but after offence has been given, perhaps. And I'd say it's a really nice thing because the focus is on sort of restorative speech, speaking in such a way that you can heal that relationship, not slandering the person and making the damage in the relationship worse, but really finding ways of coming back to each other. And I take that ending of verse 12, but you, who are you to judge your neighbour, as an allusion to the golden commandment to love your neighbour as yourself, that James is saying you shouldn't judge your neighbour, you should love your neighbour. And therefore, this whole sort of section on speech is about how do we approach the person who has offended us and done something wrong. How do we approach them with love and mercy? Obviously, the first thing would ideally be for that person to apologise to us. And if they have, how do we then go forward? How do we build that relationship? And it's through really clear speech and candour, not by trying to push the other person down or trying to make them suffer for their mistake, but actually just trying to recognise that they made a mistake. Approaching someone who's hurt us with love. And I'm thinking here of perhaps those sort of speech hurts that are perhaps more common in the church rather than something more significant and damaging, although they can be significant and damaging. But the way we deal with that is by speaking to one another openly and honestly, and about bringing repentance and forgiveness into that relationship. Full talk on the YouTube channel.